Hey everyone, today we're going to take a look at how to take a walnut slab and turn it into a live edge coffee table. So a lot of time people want live edge pieces in their home because they're totally unique. No other piece of furniture in the world is exactly like the one that you have. The problem is if you go to a retailer, it's going to cost you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. So what we're going to do here is we're going to see how with the right tools and a good amount of time and effort, you can make your own. So what you need for this project is a chisel and a sander. That's it.
Okay, that's good.
So what we want to do with the chisel here is we want to get rid of all of this bark that's over here. Now there are specialized tools for this, but really all you need is a chisel to get rid of all this bark and create a smooth edge to the piece. All right, so now as you can see, the chisel gets you about 90% of the way there. You want to get to that light sapwood over here. We still have a tiny little bit of bark here, and that's where we're going to bring in the sander just to clean up that last little bit of bark and get us a clean, smooth edge. All right, so as you can see now, the bark is all gone. We have a smooth edge, but we still have the natural curves of the tree, which is what gives live edge pieces their unique look. And now we are ready to sand the top. Now with regards to sanding the top, you really don't need to do too much here. All you're trying to do is you're trying to get the top to be nice and smooth. You are not trying to flatten the top of the wood. The wood actually should be flat depending on where you got it. Now, most of the time, if you're going to get something from a hardwood retailer or from a specialty woodworking shop, those pieces are going to be cut so that they are totally flat, at least on one side. Now, you can go and find other pieces of wood elsewhere. On Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, you can find people selling pieces of live edge that they've taken from a tree in their backyard, but be careful with that because a lot of the times those are not fully dried. All right, so when you cut down a tree, the tree actually has moisture in it. If you remember back to high school biology, learn about how those roots suck up that water and takes it through the trunk up into the leaves. After you chop down a tree, it's gonna take some time for that wood to dry out, usually about a year per inch of thickness of the wood. Now, if you go to a hardwood retailer, you can rest assured that pretty much all the wood there is already totally dry and you don't have to really worry about anything. So here we're just sanding down the table, starting out with 100 grit, going up to 150, and then 220. And you might notice that after you sand the wood down, it doesn't look as lustrous and as bright as it does before. That's totally normal, don't worry. All that color and all that richness is gonna come back as soon as we put the Danish oil on it. Now after the Danish oil is fully dry, you wipe off the excess and then coat it with a layer of polyurethane. You let this dry and then sand between coats and do a second coat. So now after 2 coats of polyurethane, this table is pretty much ready to go. The only thing that's left is to put on these metal legs. Now you can get legs like this from Etsy. You can have people custom make them for you. There's other online retailers where you can get them maybe a little bit cheaper. What we're looking for here is something that's going to be wide enough to support the entire width of the table, as well as something that has that kind of modern look to it. there you have it. A live edge coffee table that you can be proud that you built yourself. Totally unique piece that you can put in your home at a fraction of the price of if you bought it from a retailer. If you have any thoughts on this project, please let me know down in the comments. Make sure that you like and subscribe as well. Thank you very much.
Go ahead. It's chiseling. I mean, it's recording.
You're the worst director of all time.
Cut.